Hey everyone, how's it going? Thanks so much for tuning in. Today we're going to be taking an in-depth look at the all-new 2023 GMC Canyon AT4. As with all of my reviews, I'm going to cover all of the ins and outs and take this thing on a thorough drive. There's a whole lot of stuff to cover, so without further ado, let's go ahead and start her up and let her run. The all-new Canyon features a dramatic new look, emphasized by a bold stance, aggressive exterior styling, and an elevated interior. GMC has taken a much different approach compared to its platform sibling, the Chevrolet Colorado. They've completely repositioned the Canyon to give it significantly more standard content and a more premium demeanor. Each model sits higher and wider than the outgoing models to provide improved approach, departure, and breakover angles. A simplified short bed crew cab configuration comes standard across the entire Canyon lineup. While the previous generation offered 3 different engine options, the new Canyon only offers one, an impressively powerful turbocharged 4-cylinder that bests the previous engines in pretty much every way. An off-road appropriate suspension package is now standard that features an ultra-wide track and a 2-inch factory lift, which results in an impressive standard ground clearance of 9.6 inches. The new Canyon's overall dimensions are quite a bit different from its predecessor. Not only is it taller, but it's wider and longer. The new, fully boxed frame is composed of high-strength steel and a hydroformed front section. It gives the truck a 3.1-inch longer wheelbase compared to the previous frame design. The front and rear track widths grow by at least 3.5 inches. The first thing you'll notice up front is the lack of a front air dam. The front axle was also moved forward to shorten the front overhang by 2.4 inches and improve the truck's proportions by giving it a more planted, level stance to coincide with the wide-body design. The subsequent improvement in the Canyon's approach angle gives it the ability to climb more vertical terrain than before, without suspension or bodywork interference. The exterior is pronounced by its high-clearance trimmed corners and the all-new integration of sheet metal for a completely unique look. The front fascia features full LED exterior lighting, relocated fog lights, and daytime running lights. The wide-body design, intricate detailing, and aggressive demeanor give it some serious attitude. I especially like the illuminated marker lights in the wheel arch moldings. A new electrical architecture provides the driver with ample control over the Canyon's advanced standard and available technology, and allows for future over-the-air updates. The 2023 Canyon is offered in 4 models. The Elevation, which starts at $38,395, is the only model offered with a choice of 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive. The rest of the lineup, including the AT4, Denali, and the top-of-the-line AT4X, are only offered with 4-wheel drive. The AT4 starts at $45,395. It expands on the off-road nature of the nameplate with different wheels and tires, a faux front skid plate, an off-road performance display within the infotainment system, a limited slip differential, red recovery hooks, gloss black exterior trim, and unique badging. This example has a few $1,000s of optional extras too, including the AT4 Premium Package, a power sliding sunroof, and a spray-in bed liner. The total MSRP for what you see here, including destination, is $48,710. The Denali starts at $52,495, while the AT4X, which offers a greater level of off-road prowess, starts at $56,995. The Canyon offers an impressive amount of color variety for most of its models. The AT4 in particular is offered with 8 options. This example is finished in Summit White, which is the only no-cost option. There's no denying that the new Canyon is significantly more expensive than its predecessor, making the base price within an arm's reach of a base model Sierra 1500 regular cab. At the end of the day, the new Canyon offers a whole lot more than its predecessor did, and its excellent driving dynamics and performance make for a great daily driver. An easy lift and lower tailgate is standard, allowing for reduced effort thanks to the assist of an internal torsion bar. A new halfway position of the tailgate can be utilized when carrying long items. The tailgate also locks and unlocks with the key fob. A new multi-stow feature integrates a storage compartment into the tailgate itself. Just flip a couple latches and lift the lid to find a generous compartment for smaller items that spans the entire width of the tailgate. It's watertight and drainable. Multi-stow can even be equipped with a kicker sound system, a great addition for tailgate parties. If you look closely, there's a couple of tailgate Easter eggs. At the top edge of the tailgate, there's what looks like a mountain range. On the inside top edge, there's a ruler. The bed offers 2 indentions for bicycle or motorcycle tires, along with 4 tie-downs per side and an AC power outlet on the right side panel. The spray-on bed liner is a $475 option. For $395, you can get a plastic bed liner with integral storage compartments. Additional bed options include a soft roll-up tonneau cover, a hard folding tonneau cover, movable cargo tie-downs, and under-rail LED lighting. There's also an optional sports bar package, which includes an off-road sports bar, a 40-inch off-road roof light bar, and an accessory power distribution box. The bed is 61.7 inches long and 45.5 inches wide between the wheelhouses. Overall bed width is 58.1 inches. Compared to the previous generation, length hasn't changed, but this bed is a tad wider. GM's signature corner step rear bumper design is standard, which makes it easy to climb into the bed. The cutouts have been reshaped for this generation. 18-inch 6-spoke dark gray machine finish aluminum wheels are standard on the AT4. They're fitted with 265/65 all-terrain tires. LT 275/65 mud-terrain tires are optional. If you'd prefer a larger wheel and tire setup, GMC also offers 20-inch 6 split-spoke full-gloss dark gray machine finish aluminum wheels as an option, with 275/60 all-terrain tires. The mud-terrain tires are only offered on the 18-inch wheels. A new standard feature on all Canyons is air-down mode. Accessed through the infotainment system, it allows you to quickly and easily deflate your tires for more grip when traversing off-road trails. A lower tire pressure enables the rubber to conform to more uneven surfaces, thus providing more traction when off-road. As you deflate each tire, the horn will sound when you reach your desired pressure. The only downside is that there's no onboard air compressor, so you'll have to bring your own to refill the tires before hitting the pavement. Power-assisted 4-wheel anti-lock disc brakes with Duralife internally ventilated long-life rotors are standard. The rotors benefit from a process called ferritic nitrocarburizing, which hardens the rotor surface and makes them very resilient to corrosion and rust, along with providing quieter braking with less vibration. The front rotors span 13.4 inches, while the rear rotors span 13.3 inches. They're clamped down by 4-piston and single-piston calipers respectively. With this setup, the truck is able to stop from 60 miles an hour in about 128 feet, which is about what you would expect in this segment. What's really impressive though is the excellent feel and feedback that the brakes provide, which is not something I would have expected. The truck is very stable with hard braking and the pedal is easy to modulate. An electronic parking brake is standard, engaged via a button in the center console. The front suspension, regardless of whether you have two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, is an independent coilover shock design. The rear suspension is a solid axle design with semi-elliptic two-stage multi-leaf springs. The AT4X, in addition to gaining an extra inch in ride height over the standard suspension, replaces the standard twin-tube shocks for advanced Multimatic DSSV dampers for serious off-road performance. When it comes to the rear axle, the Elevation model has an open differential, while a limited slip differential is standard on the AT4 and Denali. Power locking front and rear differentials are standard on the AT4X. The AT4 benefits from 9.6 inches of ground clearance, which allows for approach, breakover, and departure angles of 36.9, 20.9, and 22.3 degrees respectively. Curb weight for this truck is around 4,670 pounds. One area this truck really shines is road manners. It handles excellent and exudes confidence at every turn. Body roll is minimal. I also feel it rides better than the outgoing model. The longer wheelbase likely has a lot to do with this, but in normal day-to-day driving, the truck just felt calm and composed. The steering is a rack and pinion setup with electric power assistance that is very precise. Max trailering for the Elevation, AT4, and Denali is 7,700 pounds, which is also very impressive. The AT4X comes in at 6,000 pounds. Max payload varies between all of the different models. For the AT4 in particular, it's 1,550 pounds. A two-wheel drive Elevation can haul the most with a max rating of 1,640 pounds. With the optional Pro-Grade trailering system, you get an integrated trailer brake controller and GMC's excellent in-vehicle trailering app. The brake controller is integrated with the analog braking system. It helps provide measured brake force signaling to electric-controlled trailer brake systems. The app includes a trailering checklist, trailer light testing, maintenance reminders, security alerts, trailer mileage, a tow haul reminder, and electrical diagnostics. The Canyon's new 2.7-liter turbocharged inline four-cylinder offers best-in-class gas engine torque and excellent overall performance. Unlike the new Colorado, which has the same engine, but with 3 different outputs depending on the model, all Canyons utilize the high-output version, which develops 310 horsepower at 5,600 RPM and 430 pound-feet of torque at 3,000 RPM. This allows the truck to hit 60 miles an hour in 6.8 seconds, which is impressive for this segment. The engine has already been used in GM's latest full-size trucks as the entry-level option. For the 2023 model year, there's been several enhancements to optimize performance and refinement. The changes include a more rigid cylinder block casting and a 30% stiffer crankshaft, which complement a fully forged bottom end as well as materials used in diesel engines to deliver additional durability. The single advanced engine delivers more horsepower and torque than the previous 3 engines offered, including the 2.8-liter turbocharged diesel engine. This engine is built using aluminum for the block and heads. The valve train consists of dual overhead camshafts with 4 valves per cylinder, continuous variable valve timing, variable valve lift, and active fuel management. Fuel is delivered via high-pressure direct injection. The compression ratio is 10:1. Power comes on strong and remains consistent through the RPM band. There's a wee bit of turbo lag, but once you get into the engine's sweet spot, it pulls hard. It also sounds pretty good. It's more of a burly tone, and you can hear the turbo whistle. A second-generation, high-dramatic 8L80 8-speed automatic transmission complements the new engine, with refinements designed to offer smooth shifting and quicker downshifts for a feeling of greater comfort and power on demand. It also excels in low-speed mobility, particularly in off-road scenarios. The final drive ratio across all models is 3.41 to 1. The standard console shifter offers electronic range select and a low position that offers enhanced engine braking. There's a plethora of drive modes too, including terrain mode for low-speed precision off-roading and rock crawling, off-road mode for general off-road dynamics, normal mode for balancing everyday on-road driving, and tow-haul mode for optimizing hauling of heavy loads and towing. The AT4X gains an exclusive Baja mode, which optimizes high-speed off-road driving. When it comes to fuel economy, four-wheel drive Canyons are rated between 17 miles per gallon in the city and 21 miles per gallon on the highway. During my week of driving, I averaged 19 miles per gallon. With two-wheel drive, you can expect an average around 20 miles per gallon. The new engine uses regular gasoline and the total tank capacity is 21.5 gallons. Now let's go ahead and hear how she sounds. With the high and wide design of the new Canyon, shorter individuals might find it more difficult to hop inside. Thankfully, there's a couple of optional running boards, including one that's more off-road appropriate as it offers more clearance. The interior is pretty nice overall and a big leap forward over its predecessor. There's soft-touch materials on the doors, the middle of the dash, and a standard leather-wrapped steering wheel and shift knob. Across the lineup, no one interior is the same. Each model is designed with its own unique identity. The Denali is outfitted with laser-etched teak wood decor and leather appointments, while the AT4X boasts a signature obsidian rush interior with ceramic white accents. The AT4 has a two-tone color of jet black and timber, with faux carbon fiber trim, special badging, and stitched AT4 branding. This generation is also the first to offer a powered sunroof. There's a lot of new technology offered across the board, and the overall design is very clean. That being said, one thing you may or may not like is the lack of physical lighting controls. It's all been incorporated into the infotainment system within the vehicle controls menu. The standard upholstery consists of cloth and synthetic leather. Perforated leather upholstery is added with the AT4 Premium package, which also includes cooled front seats, a heated steering wheel, a 6-way power adjustable passenger seat with lumbar, memory settings for the driver's seat, wireless phone charging, and more. An 8-way power adjustable driver's seat with lumbar is standard, along with a 4-way manual passenger seat. The front seats are pretty comfortable, offering good support and cushion. They're a definite improvement over the previous design. Heated front seats are standard. The headrests and seatbelts are adjustable. The steering wheel is adjustable for tilt and reach. The AT4 comes standard with a dual-zone climate control system. The controls beneath the screen are very easy to operate. You can also operate everything from within the infotainment system. As far as storage, the Canyon offers cubbies across the center console and door panels. There's a 2-tier compartment under the center armrest. The glove box offers a nice amount of space. USB ports can be found in the front of the center console. A nice convenience feature are the express windows. The driver's window is fully automatic, but with the press of a button in the center stack, you can lower all of the windows at once. The new Canyon offers a premium technology suite to offer an advanced off-road experience. At the center of it all is a more dynamic, high-resolution infotainment screen and driver's information center. The Elevation and AT4 feature an 8-inch digital instrument cluster, while the Denali and AT4X receive a larger 11-inch cluster, both of which are customizable. While it's a nice display that offers different layouts, I personally feel the 8-inch screen is a bit too small. Having the larger screen offered as an option on the Elevation and AT4 would be nice. All models feature a new 11.3-inch infotainment system with Google built in. It's extremely easy to use and is pretty responsive. It operates very similar to a smartphone by offering high-resolution graphics and a multi-touch interface. There's plenty of media options too, from standard AM/FM and Sirius XM radio to Bluetooth streaming audio and wireless-capable Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Voice-activated hands-free phone is standard, as is a built-in Wi-Fi hotspot. A premium Bose sound system that includes 7 speakers and an external amplifier is a standalone option that requires you to add either the AT4 Premium package or the Canyon Safety Plus package. The standard stereo consists of 6 speakers and should be more than adequate for most folks. The infotainment system also includes a significant amount of vehicle information. There's different menus for data relating to the tires and brakes, fluids and filters, engine information, and the truck's trip computer. There's also an interactive display that offers a pretty cool infographic, giving you an overview of different aspects of the truck. The AT4's off-road performance display allows you to track real-time off-road performance data, including G-force, tire pressure, altimeter, and pitch and roll status. There's 3 menus labeled Baja, Terrain, and Overlanding. The AT4 comes standard with GMC's Pro Safety System, which is a suite of driver assist technologies such as IntelliBeam Auto High Beam Control, a following distance indicator, forward collision alert, lane keep assist with lane departure warning, automatic emergency braking, front pedestrian and bicyclist braking, and an HD rear vision camera that offers hitch guidance and a top-down hitch view. OnStar and GMC connected services are also included. There's 6 airbags, including frontal airbags for the driver and front passenger, seat-mounted side impact airbags for the driver and front passenger, and head curtain airbags for the front and rear outboard seating positions. With the AT4 Premium package, you get even more safety tech, such as blind zone steering assist, rear park assist, and rear cross-traffic braking. If you didn't want to spring for the premium package, the additional safety tech is included with the optional Canyon Safety Plus package, which is just $445 versus $1,840. With the optional technology package, you get adaptive cruise control, rear pedestrian alert, and a best-in-class HD surround vision camera system. The Technology Package Plus includes the aforementioned features and adds a 6.3-inch diagonal multicolor head-up display to provide the driver with key information like navigation, safety alerts, speed, audio, and more. Underbody cameras are also optional. If equipped, you'd have forward and rearward facing cameras so you can see underneath the truck and better check clearances when off-roading. The cameras also include a wash function so they can be kept clean and free of mud and dirt. Some additional standard safety features include rear child security door locks, latch child seat anchors, teen driver, buckle to drive, rear seat reminder, and a tire pressure monitoring system with easy fill tire alert. The Denali and AT4X also feature a safety alert driver seat. The Canyon's rear seat, while improved over its predecessor, is still lacking in overall space. Giving credit where it's due, the rear seat is more accommodating than the Nissan Frontier I drove recently, but not by much. The backrest still sits more vertical than I'd prefer, but it is raked back more than the Frontier so you don't feel like you're sitting straight up. That being said, anyone on the taller side is gonna struggle climbing in. It's not the most comfortable space either, but it's certainly usable. You can seat up to 3 people. The biggest issue I had was hitting my head on the headliner. The optional sunroof is the main culprit. It's a nice feature for the driver and front passengers at the expense of headroom for the rear passengers. To make room for all of the mechanicals, the headliner sits at least a couple of inches further down than it would otherwise. Once you're sitting in the rear seat, it's not bad, you just have to watch the entry. I'm 5 foot 10 inches and I had a little head and legroom left over. The fold-down armrest is not standard. It's added with the AT4 Premium package, which also includes an additional mat pocket behind the driver's seat. Standard rear seat amenities include padded door inserts, lower door pockets, foldable headrests for better visibility, a passenger seatback storage pocket, overhead lighting and grab handles, a sliding rear window, rear console air vents, rear console cup holders, USB device charging ports, and a lower 110-volt AC outlet for plugging in smaller electronics or appliances. Additional storage space can be found by flipping up the bottom cushions. The full-width compartment is nice, but a good chunk of it is taken up by the jack and associated tire-changing equipment. Well everyone, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you all enjoyed the in-depth look at the 2023 GMC Canyon AT4. Be sure to stay tuned next time and leave a like down below because it really helps the videos a lot. If you haven't subscribed already, consider doing that too, and make sure your notifications are turned on so you can get properly notified of all of the new uploads. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.